we go. Season's over. Season's done. Season's gone. And I don't care what people say. People say, yeah, well, we're not mathematically, confirmed to be out of the playoff race. Trust me. If Peterborough beat us on Tuesday, they're up. And that's now Grant McCann up today. Former Donny manager. Peterborough's manager, Darren Ferguson, a former Doncaster Rovers manager, will go up on Tuesday if they beat us. 2 former managers, 2 new clubs, promotion to the Championship. What else do you want me to say? What else can I actually say that I haven't said in previous reviews? No fight, no passion, no bottle, players not playing for the manager, players not playing for the fans, players not playing for the badge. That's been our Achilles heel this second half of the season. Players not giving a hoot about this club. And what a surprise. The people on loan or the people out of contract are the ones that are the worst at doing that. What a surprise. The ones that are looking for a new club or the ones that are, going back to their nice little shiny parent clubs with their 30,000 capacity stadiums. What a surprise. It's the ones that they're the ones that are not playing for the shirt. The main ones. There's other people as well that are on permanent deals. But those are the main people, week after week, that aren't playing for the pride in the shirt and the pride for the badge. That was a shambolic performance today. Absolute shambolic. It sums up this second half of the season. No fight, no passion, no bottle. 2 shots. 2 shots the entire match. Not 2 shots on target. 2 shots. What more do you want me to say? What more do you want me to say? Hardly anyone tried on that pitch. Only credit I'll give credit to. Only people I'll give credit to is Coppinger, Jones, and at times Tyrese John Jules, because they were the only players that were trying. John Jules, yes, he had spells where he looked like he couldn't be bothered, but for the other spells, it looked like he were up for it. He was getting in there right at the start. It was physical. He was a millimetre away from a Fleetwood player as he cleared it from his own area up the field. John Jules wanted it, and then there were spells where he didn't want it. Coppinger, when he came on, put some good crosses in, but nothing happening. Lewis Jones, the goal wasn't his fault, but that's a better goalkeeper than Balcom. Way better goalkeeper than Larry Balcom right now. And it just sums it up. I don't know if it's just the loan rule or there's something else, but it just sums it up that our backup goalkeeper is Ben Bottomley, our youth academy prospect, another one like Lewis Jones. What does that say? Yes, the loan rule, etc. But if not, if there was something else going on with that, that's why. The only things I'll give Butler criticism for is why wasn't Bostock starting? Why was Robertson starting? Why was Sims brought off? And why was John Jules brought off for Coppinger when it should have been Taylor Richards? Those are 4 things that I'll blame the manager for. In defence, in the back line, him and Anderson had to deal with a lot. But I'm not going to blame them for today's performance. Not the back line. No way. The only person I'll blame for that goal is Joe Wright. There was 4 other players standing around that should have done better, but Joe Wright is the main man behind the mistake. Why are you jogging? Why are you jogging and not sprinting to put a tackle into Mackay? Or McKay, however you pronounce his flaming name. Why aren't you sprinting to get that ball? Not jogging, sprinting. Put a tackle in. Take one for the team. Force a free kick in a difficult angle. Because then we haven't conceded. Unless he's got a De Bruyne style curler on his for the back post. It would have... But it can't just be on Joe Wright. It can't just be on him. The whole squad was just a mess. An absolute mess. Nothing came together. And you know what? Screw it. I'm going to say it right now. This summer, we need a massive clear out. And we are hopefully going to get that clear out. New players, new staff, new manager. 3 big things that I want for this club next season. This season, write-off for me. Absolute write-off. 3 things we need next season. New staff, new players, and a brand new manager. And hopefully we will get that. If it's not the right appointments, What am I going to say about our season next year? I don't know. I kind of wish Coppinger's not retiring at the end of the season, because we kind of need him at this rate, unless we make good signings in the summer. But there's a couple of things that are clear to me after this game. Butler needs to learn to make the right subs. That's one big thing he needs to work on. Why is he taking off a winger who was actually doing better than other players and brings on a left back and moves James to the wing? Sorry. I would have been better putting Smith or Bostock at cam, take Richards off, put James in the midfield if you're going to keep him on, put Horton at left back. That's what I would have done. I'd have taken Richards off. He was poor today. Really, really poor. And one other big thing that's come out to me. We need a new right back. And hopefully, Charlie Seaman is the one that fits the bill. I've seen that on Rovers groups. I've seen it on social media. We need a new right back. Halliday's out of contract. Joe Wright's out of contract. If both those players go, our only right back, apart from the youth academy, is Charlie Seaman. We need one, maybe even two, right backs. I would look at out of contract players. I would look at free agents. I would look at any kind of fees you could pay for. No loans. I'm sick and tired of being tagged as Doncaster Rovers. I'm sick of that tag. So bring in a permanent squad next season. The board already put out something that they, I reported it from the Free Press. I reported it in Daily Reports. They admitted they over-relied on loan players. Don't make the same mistake again, please. With respect, please don't make the same mistake again. Because it's clear it doesn't work. It's clear it does not work. And you know what the funny thing is? All those loan players are now going to go back to their parent clubs and go, yeah, you're alright. I can continue my development at Brighton or Celtic or wherever I am, Man City or Arsenal or wherever. Arsenal's just as bad as we are. That's why I think the most likely loanee to stay would probably be John Jules. Unless Josh Sims gets a free transfer and Southampton want to let him go. He'll go to a championship club probably, but if Sims is coming our way, then the other player I'd suggest is John Jules. Get him on a permanent deal. Get him on a new contract. Get him on a new deal, permanent or another loan deal or a loan to buy option. Because that might actually be a contender for a good striker here. There's so many positions we need to fill in the summer. So many. Defence, goalkeeper to back up Lewis Jones, midfield, wing, attack. At least one player in every single position needs to come into this club. We need 10 to 12 new signings this summer. 10 to 12 new signings. And if you're going to bring in loans, I would have only 2 or 3. I'll let you off at 4, but that's about it. 4 maximum. I'd like to see 1 or 2, but that's about it. But the maximum I'll let you off with is 4. If we get 5, I might be a bit more lenient. If it's more than 5, like you didn't promise, then I'm gonna be mad, really, really mad. But let's have a look at the player ratings from this performance with the current Doncaster Rovers squad. I'm pretty sure we'll get a brand new squad hopefully next season. Starting off with the 3 subs, Bostock, Coppinger, and Horton. They all get 6s. Coppinger high 6, Horton and Bostock sort of mid 6. To be honest, couldn't really do much to change the game. Couldn't really do much to make an impact. Coppinger tried, but that's about it. Bostock offered some kind of physicality, but that's about it. Let's go into the starting 11 then. I've gone with Jones with a 6. I think that's what I would do. He wasn't at fault for the goal conceded. That was down to Joe Wright and the other 4 players around him. And, he was a better goalkeeper than Balcom, I'll have to say that. I'll definitely say that for it, with confidence to say that. Next up, the back 4. Starting off with Wright, I'm going to go with a 5 for Joe Wright. Just was poor. Really, really poor. Was mainly at fault for the goal. And just overall wasn't great, and it reassures my point we need a new right back. Butler and Anderson in the centre and Reece James at left back, I will give them a 6. It wasn't awful, it wasn't amazing, it was just okay. They really struggled at the back, didn't they? Smith, probably give him a 6. Didn't make too many mistakes. Was involved in giving the ball away a couple of times, but that's about it. Robertson, 4, and that's being generous. 4, non-existent, never really got involved, just needed to make a change. And Bostock was the change, and he was actually better than Robertson. So, on the wings, well, we're going to go with Okanabiri, 5. Didn't really see him involved much. Sims, 6. Was trying to get involved until he came off. And Richards, 5. Tempts to give him a 4, to be honest. Absolutely diabolical. And then John Jules up front, I'll give him a 6 as well. Some of these ratings might be generous, but yeah, John Jules probably a 6. I think that, you know, he wasn't the worst performer. Tried to get involved, could have gone through if he wasn't offside at one point, but yeah, that's the story of our season, isn't it? Just don't get through. So what do we need to do against, well, what could be the soon to be guaranteed promoted team, Peterborough United? I tell you what we need to do. We need to actually show some pride and passion for this shirt. Show some pride and passion for this football club. And show that the club badge means something to you. Show that it means something. Because right now, after that performance, I can't see many people, if not nearly any of them, showing they want to be here. And that's scary. That's so scary to think that. But yeah, I think our season's over. Even me, who thinks it's still mathematically possible, I've got no confidence. I've got no, I've got no energy. I've really got no energy. But yeah, this team's not playing for me or the badge or for the rest of the fan base. So why should I give any energy for them? Thank you very much, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video very, very soon. Thank you very much. That's full time. Rovers till I die. Yeah. Season's over. Clear out. New manager. New staff. New players. Players out. Yeah. Not good enough. Really not good enough. Rovers till I die!